Hello, everybody. Hope your Monday was not too manic. As for me, it was another great day, and has been working on some new stuff in Photoshop and coming up with some new interesting ideas. Also, been working on some animation and drinking some coffee. Being Monday means it's Spooky Tales Monday, but I think I shall change the name this week for the places I list are reported haunted places, so I am changing the name to Spooky Places Monday, which is more befitting, and I will be working on Spooky Tales also, which will have Spooky Tales of a certain place, and I will decide what day of the week I shall post this new Spooky Tales on. With no further ado, let's visit some spooky places, shall we? And this week we will be visiting the great state of Alabama. And our first stop is Birmingham, the Bass Cemetery. The cemetery is just over 200 years old and is the final resting places of many Civil War soldiers and deceased slaves. There have also been reports of occult happenings there. Along with these reports came various accounts of animal corpses around the cemetery. One crypt that has been located and the body removed. Apparitions have been seen, feeling of being followed, and strange screams heard. Sounds like an interesting place. Next, we'll go to the Boulder, Alabama, the courthouse. It's been rumored that ghosts have been sighted walking around the courthouse grounds at night. These ghosts are said to have been the hanging victims of the death sentences carried out in the 1800s. And we go to Columbiana. Old courthouse on Main Street. Reporters have investigated and is said to be haunted by a ghost that occupies the top floor. It was an old courthouse, but now just a museum to artifacts of a variety of old things. The blinds open and shut by themselves. Knocking can be heard in the upstairs kitchen and bathroom. A door was sealed off in the bathroom, and the knocking usually comes from outside the door. Only outside the door is nothing but the world. A wall was built behind the door, and the knocking and noises and much movement have yet to be explained. We now go to East Rutan, Fort Crawford Cemetery Park. If you go in the cemetery at night around 11 p.m. to 12 a.m., sometimes you can hear children laughing and see a shadowy black figure roaming the cemetery in the park around midnight to about 3 a.m. You can see a Confederate soldier walking around. If you stay long enough, he will ask you if you have seen his gun. That's interesting. Fultondale, Alabama, Old Walker's Chapel Cemetery. Reports of something grabbing the feet of witnesses in an attempt to pull them in the grave, sometimes taking the shoes off people's feet. Sounds like an interesting place to visit. Then there's Gardendale, Alabama, the Hodges Cemetery. Things banging on your cars, faces on your windows, a along with hands, a wolf that chases you, a light that moves, red glowing eyes, moving tombstones, strange sounds, noises, music, and shadow creatures. Very interesting. Well, this is Spooky Places for this week. And next week I will continue with part 2 of Alabama. So I hope you all have a fun and spooky night.